Alrighty, after reviewing the mods that we're using for this campaign and doing the editing on the previous two videos, I have made an adjustment. I think I have a better understanding now of how this campaign ammo and devastation mod works, and I think the combination of that mod plus the War of Attrition, which reduces your replenishment across the board, including all of the lords and heroes and technologies and other effects that also benefit replenishment. I think those things used together are too much. What it basically does is it doesn't reduce replenishment after you take a new city. It eliminates replenishment for multiple turns, and it's a little bit too punishing to do it that way. You could play that way, but honestly it slows the game down too much, even for me, where you have to take a new settlement and just sit there multiple turns until the replenishment begins. So yeah, so what I've done is I've dropped the War of Attrition mod from the mod list. Now, some of you have asked me to put the mod list in the description to the videos, and I will start doing that as soon as I feel like it's stabilized enough for me to know for sure, because some of the mods that we're using here are a little bit experimental. That's part of what I was hoping to do with this campaign, is experimental in some of these mods. So I'm not so much recommending everything that I'm using right now for anyone else, so much as testing it for myself. Although it does look to me like Wee's Speshul is working just fine alongside the campaign ammo and devastation mod, and of course some of the others, you know, that are old standbys like the Brogus harsh dynamic movement range seems to be working just fine. But anyway, long story short, I will certainly publish the mod list when we have that available to us. Now, I thought I did want to check something out here. So what we have right here, unfortunately, we don't have any heroes that provide a boost to replenishment. I don't remember off the top of my head which greenskins heroes it is that that provides a boost to replenishment. Those are going to need to become priorities, and of course we need to prioritize skills, or I'm sorry, technologies that affect replenishment. And I don't see any that do. Oh, nope, healing mushrooms. Okay, wow, that's going to take us a long time before we get there. Then we need to research Night Raiden, which, okay, where's Night Raiden at? Oh, we got it over here. Okay. Wow, that's going to take a while. So, yeah, we got to go the whole way up here, over to here, and then back over to here to get Healy mushrooms just to get our casualty replenishment rate out. Holy cow, that is going to be crazy for this campaign, but that's fine. It is what it is. So Greenskins is going to be one of those factions that's probably much more heavily impacted by the campaign ammo and devastation mod because of two things. One is because it affects replenishment so dramatically, and they don't have easy access to boosted replenishment. And then secondly, because greenskins quite often, actually, at least when I'm playing them, they often use the loot and occupy option more so than just straight up occupy. And yeah, you just can't really afford to do that if it's territory that you want to keep. So, okay, anyway, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and move forward at this point. We know there's going to be a rebellion right here. We at least are getting a little bit of replenishment right here with Ragnar Bad Axe. We just need to survive the rebellion and get a little replenishment going up over here. Now, this is kind of interesting. Oh, no, it's because... yeah, it's just because of this. It's because this is... right now, we're talking about minus 40% for replenishment rate here. It's going to be multiple turns before we get anything higher than that. All right, it is what it is. Let's continue to move on now. So I am going to go ahead. We'll spend what little money we have, I guess, here to boost this income building, or maybe we don't want to. Let me take a look at the army here. It is possible.
That's what Morg wants.
Okay, we don't have any more heroes available to recruit. You know what? It's probably the troll. if I look at the heroes here, the giant river troll hag, I bet she's the one that provides replenishment. So we might want to prioritize that building for her. You know what? Over here, Black Fang, boom. We need to spend our money on the money build, on the what's this called again? The pile of shiny stuff building over there. And we are at least upgrading the shiny pit, so that's good. We'll get some money out of winning a battle over here. I'll sit tight on this for now. I could do a little bit of recruiting here if I wanted to merge together a couple of units. Oh, never mind, I can't because I'm not in the right stance. Alright, so we won't worry about that. I do want to go ahead and always keep these mission objectives showing here to remind me. Alright, I think then there's probably not going to be a whole heck of a lot to do this turn. It's just going to be a matter of waiting for the rebellion, hoping that the Chaos Dwarfs don't declare war on us just yet. And let's go ahead and just double check and see if there's anything else we might want to do. Nope, does not look like it. So let's go ahead and end our turn, watch this rebellion happen. Alright, well, I feel kind of dirty for saying this, but the good news is nobody declared war on us. I feel bad for being Grimgor and being happy that nobody declared war on us. But we just needed a few moments here to recover from all the bad stuff that's happening. So let's go ahead and we'll launch this attack, obviously. I don't think it'll be too challenging. And we can actually get Ragnar over here in on the action, so let's go ahead and bring him up. Get him a little bit of experience. He might actually be able to reach... Yeah, he could reach to launch the attack himself if for any reason I wanted to do that, but I don't really think there's any reason to. We're still not getting any replenishment even this turn, so we just have to protect our badly damaged units. Decisive victory. Should just be a regular old open field, I would think. No, there's a few trees and some rocks and stuff. Okay, that's fine. We'll go ahead and fight this. Alright, so they have the artillery advantage over us, which is a little bit unfortunate. I'm going to want to pull our most badly damaged units, including our own artillery. I'm actually going to turn off fire at will with him. And yeah, I want our most badly damaged units to just not even participate in this fight. Except for the ogres. I don't really care if we lose the ogres, so I'm going to use them. Lucky to Ruffy, you know what? We're going to get you, as well as, you know what, let's get these spears back here in the trees as well. Okay, so Lucky to Ruffy, you're going to be in the trees right away, so you should be okay. Grimgor, you are as well. The other three, we're going to make these three somewhat easy targets. We're going to spread them up a little bit so they don't all get hit by the same artillery, though. But we're going to send all of those guys forward right away. Ogres. I'm thinning out the lines here so that the Doom Divers hopefully will do a little bit less damage. But let's go ahead and start the battle. Move in, and the three of you start moving forward as well. Those Doom Divers and Rock Lobbers are going to start firing right away. So let's just start moving everybody up. And we'll give them individual targets when they get up there. Oops. Okay, I'm not sure what's going wrong here about. It's not letting me draw the paths very well there, but it's okay. Got it under control. Let's go ahead and bring the cav around behind. Yep, there they go. They're smashing You know what? You guys have taken enough damage. Let's go ahead and get you out of there as well. Need to be a little bit concerned about those Orc Boy chariots. That's why I'm going around the long way here, but never mind. Looks like we're good. You two, go ahead and hit those chariots, and... Okay, there we go. That's not what we want. We want to get around in back where their artillery is. So let's go ahead now and smash up those Night Goblins. Right here, Grimgor. Yeah, you guys go ahead and hit right there. And this Cav now, you can get in on the rock lobbers. And let's go ahead and open fire on those chariots. They're actually going to hit us right here. That's unfortunate. But if our goblins survive long enough, the black orcs will help out. Yeah, I think the goblins will survive. Okay, Grimgor, you can go ahead and use your special ability here. I think we're all right here. Let's go ahead and get you all behind where you can flank that unit right there. The Black Orcs actually took a little bit of damage, but it's fine. Right here, you can actually bog them down. That's fine. I need you to bog them down, and the cavalry are doing great. Okay, so cavalry, you all can switch over to the Doom Diver. Now we need our Grimgor and our Lucky DeRuffy here to get on the enemy Lord. Everybody over here at this point can get back over here, and okay. We'll just finish off this enemy Lord and then meet everybody back at the post-battle loot screen. Alright, so very light on the casualties there. We were able to take out the enemy Lord and both of the artillery pieces, but obviously the rest of that army is going to survive and retreat. I think what we'll take... Boy, I think we'd better take the replenishment. I could use the money, of course, but 6% replenishment. We need every little bit of replenishment we can get right now in this stage of the game, so that's what I'm taking. Alright, and we got ourselves a Pigeon Plucker pendant for Grimgor. Probably not the right person to have that, but I don't have any Orc Shaman right now to give it to. So I'll give it to one of them later. Okay, an Idol Carva, that's good. Mount gained. Yep, we'll take all that. It's all good. Slowly but steadily here, we will get everything under control. At least we have enough movement to be able to run them down and wipe them out. Now the thing is, when we do that, we're going to lose the +20 for rebellion, and I don't know what our public order situation is going to be like at that point. I think I will have to continue to do the Camp Ruckus for the time being. Well, we'll decide after we fight this battle, although if I can auto-resolve this one, this is one I will go ahead and auto-resolve if I can, because this is pretty ridiculously lopsided. But first, we shall give you Elusive, Lucky, and Thalgrat Neverending, you can have Hard to Hit. Kadira, you as well, and Mugadoyle, you as well. And then finally, Ragnar Badaxe, you get... We'll give you Raider. Okay. And we have Sword of Might.
Let's go.
I don't see any reason not to give that to Grimgor. I must have forgotten to do that before the battle. Swindler. Yeah, we'll give that to Grimgor for now. Okay. Alright, so... Still no replenishing, at least in regular stance. And you, if I put you in March stance, you can reach. Go ahead and finish this off then. Hopefully this will not result in any loss of units. Nope, we lost 4 greenskins total. I can live with that. And we'll take another... I think this time we'll take the unit experience, so we'll slaughter captives. We also got ourselves a banner here, causes fear and terror. Let's give that to... Let's give that to our cav. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to take the experience. Spin the camera around. Let's go ahead and start moving.
Stomped as far as I can.
Oh, Grimgor did get a level here. Okay. You then... Yeah, we'll give you Raider. Pretty soon you'll be able to get up here to Lightning Strike. Now, if we go March stance, we can get all the way to Karak Vrag. However, what we probably need to be doing is heading in this direction.
Ready for murdering.
Can we get into Black Fang? No. I was hoping to get into Black Fang because the devastation in Black Fang is not as bad, which means the replenishment over there would be better. I don't really see any advantage to, other than a slight bump to public order. There's no advantage from a replenishment standpoint to getting inside Karak Vrag. So we're going to keep heading this way. Now, we have enough money. Let's see here. Gorger Rock. We're going to go ahead and build the income building in Gorger Rock. We do want to start building the garrisons as much as possible. But for now, one thing at a time. I'm not going to spend the money on upgrading the totem pole. I don't think. I mean, it does bump up our casualty replenishment rate as well, however. Oh, never mind. We've already got one right here. So we're already getting the 3% replenishment in this province. I'm going to spend it here. Instead, we're just barely skating by, with slight income, but it is what it is. Okay. Not very much ammunition here for our archers. It might end up being 2 turns before we can fight this battle anyway, so we'll find out after we move around a little bit. Okay, so I think we're done with all of that jazz. Let's go ahead, check diplomacy again. Nothing to do. So, we're still only at 80 reputation here. Alright, well, the good news, though, is that we're here in this growth plus 30, all provinces, control plus 5, recruitment costs down, leadership up, wins and magic power reserve up. So that's good. We're getting some definite benefits out of our reputation right now, even if we can't do a wall yet. Alright, let's go ahead and do another intern. Okay. Well, got our buildings built. Now we're looking a little bit better with respect to our money situation. War declared here between Astrogoth and Saberskin, another ogre faction. Also between Blood Guzzlers, another ogre faction, and Karak Azorn. Okay. It's all fine. Now, here's the question. If we move into Black Fang... Okay, we're not close enough to reach this turn. So if we move into the settlement, we are, thank goodness, we are finally getting some replenishment. Okay. Alright, so we're up to 40% devastation in Karak Vrag, but we're up to 80% here, I should say, devastation, I should say, health, settlement health here in Black Fang. So we are still getting the minus 10% casualty replenishment rate in Black Fang. But even with that, at least we are getting some replenishment, which we very desperately need. And you don't need it, so we're going to go ahead and move. I'm not sure whether Grimgor is going to be able to reach Black Fang camp to attack on his own next turn. If he cannot, then we'll actually make the attack with Ragnar reinforced by Grimgor. Meanwhile, public order is... It's slowly getting better, but once we take care of the raiding going on up here, that will help. And also we have this event happening, which is... what? Oh, it's the Great Green Prophet, which only has 1 turn remaining, so that will help as well. Okay. Then... what we could do, we have enough money now, we could recruit 1 more unit. I think we will do that. And... actually, you know what I want to do? I want to replace these goblins. Maybe not Lucky to Ruffy or the Doomdiver catapults yet, but I do want to replace these goblin archers with orc units. Maybe orc archers. So I think maybe in anticipation of doing that, we'll go ahead and recruit 1 of them for now. We still have 1,800 remaining. I cannot afford the garrison building. I don't really think we need the garrison building right now anyway. Oh, this growth building is what allows me to build the Snotling Swarm. Interesting. Okay. They have 100 leadership. Really? Wow. There's 40 of them. Exploding spores. Unbreakable. Weak against armor. They look to me like they're weak against everything, quite frankly, but they're reasonably cheap and they have high leadership. I don't know. I'll mess around with them a little bit later on just to have, you know, just to thematically play with them a little bit, but definitely not right now while things are still a bit of a struggle. So then let's go ahead and maybe do... I want to get the River Troll Hag, don't I? Is that a level... Okay, yeah. It's a level 2 building, but we can't afford it. I could afford it if I don't build these archers. Now, here's the thing. I'm not going to keep this building in Black Fang permanently. I'm just going to build it and recruit a giant river troll hag and then demolish it. I don't think we need the controlling growth at this point. We could probably switch to this one right here. Okay. And next turn we'll attack the raider camp, the ogre camp, and then we will we'll have no enemies except that we're surrounded by enemies. We're definitely going to be going to war against the servants of the conclave here soon. Up here, I probably won't be going to war yet with these ogres. Unfortunately, it's more likely Astrogoth will probably wipe out the Saberskin ogres up there before we have a chance to do anything. I'm actually a bit more concerned about Kolek. Let's take a look here at Kolek. Now, this is very concerning right here. Astrogoth is already the second strongest faction in the entire game. And the servants of the conclave are the first strongest. This is a minor faction, though. I can live with them being really strong, but Astrogoth is going to become very aggressive towards us, and that's going to be an issue. And then I'm concerned, like I said, about Kolek. Actually, he doesn't dislike us. He's got some aversion, but he's at -2, and it's improving up to 0. I'm going to presume for the time being that he's not going to declare war on us. If he does, we will we'll handle it when it happens. What we really need to do is we need to get a Wa going and then take advantage of that to fight Astrogoth. I am in no hurry to fight these guys down here because I don't think they're likely to expand into our territory anytime soon. I don't know if they ever do, to be honest with you. Okay, let's go ahead and do another intern here, I suppose. I've got no money to do anything else.
Right, let's get down to
Alright, I presume he's going to ask for our help. 600 for a non-aggression pact. I do need money, but I don't want to irritate Kolek. Campaign movement range 5%. That's good. We definitely can take advantage of that. Grow our forces, of course. Okay, let's go. Oh, and we got Astrogoth in the Dripping Fangs and just Cathay and some. Those are the Vampire Rebels, I believe, right? Alright, so let's go ahead and track this Grow Your Forces mission. Take a look. Can we reach with Grimgor? It looks like we can. That's good. So we'll launch this attack with him, reinforced by Ragnar here. And for the most part, most of these units can get in on the fighting. I don't know whether we'll be able to make any good use of the catapults since it's going to be a minor settlement battle. Decisive victory shouldn't be too troublesome. We definitely have the advantage of numbers on them, which we will try to put to good use. Let's go ahead and do it. Okay, looks like the widest opening is probably this one right here. I think what we'll do is we'll take Grimgor and Lucky and one of the shielded orcs and plan on putting you all in through that gap right there. Then we'll take another one. Thograt, you get... Why do you have... Must be a trait of his that he's got Vanguard deployment. But we'll put him and these two as my number 2. Oh, this one might have been the widest one after all. Okay, that's fine. We'll go ahead and do you and you and you here. I'm going to move the orc boys behind a little bit. Over here. Oh, we don't have a way in over here. Not until we get to here. Okay, so there's only 4 ways in. Alright, no problem. Then we'll take the 2 of you. You can be my 4. Now, obviously we've got more units with which to spread things out. I think it makes thematic sense for the Black Orcs to be with Grimgor over here. We'll take the archers, throw them over here. So this is 4. The ogres can go over here. That's 3. Yep, okay. And then my 2, you can have this extra spear unit. Cavalry. We'll start the cavalry in between 2 of the gaps and see what looks open. And then finally, I think maybe we'll put the Doom Divers over here. I may move them up if we see some units inside that we can fire at. However, I probably want you to be in guard mode. Okay, let's go ahead and get ready here. Start battle, start running inside here. That's fine. 2s. Yep, you as well. 3s. You as well. I'm gonna actually have you join a little bit later. Now, are you firing? You should be. And 4s. Move forward a little bit more cautiously for now. Okay, what do we have going on over here? This is just Lucky by himself. Not for long, though. We're going to have all kinds of action over there. Now, right here, you've got the Lord over here. That's probably a little bit of a concern. Okay, and here's the other main concern. I need to stop firing because I'll do more damage to my own troops. Over here, okay, they're starting to move away.
Heading over. Glorious war.
There we go, that should work. And the cavalry, you can come in over this way now. Back to here. We're not really taking them out too quickly, are we? You actually have taken quite a lot of damage. I'd better back you up. Over here, though, we should be overwhelming them. Yep, we are. And what that means is, let's go ahead and get all of our 3s helping out over here. I suppose I can take you and move you into the middle. Nope, that's a bad idea. You're going to get intercepted before you get there. The 4s. You're fine. Okay, the cavalry. Over here, let's get you inside here. Actually, you know what? You can go after them. Let's get all of you all helping out over here. Yeah, you took quite a lot of damage there. That's not good. Let's move you completely back. Here we are slowly pushing our way through. We don't have our WA activatable yet. Okay, what are you shooting at? That's fine, you can shoot at them. What? Okay, that's all fine. Right here, here comes some ogres. We're going to want to back away. I don't want to engage those ogres. You, however, can. And then I'll rear charge them at that point. Okay, over here, we You know what I need to do is I desperately need to get Grimgor over here.
Check out me weapons.
Okay. We should be winning up here, right? Yeah, everything's pretty much running away. It's what we want. Alright, let's get everybody now involved on them. Okay, you can go ahead now and take that control point. Over here. He's probably going to break here pretty soon. Grimgor's not likely to even get there in time. The range on this is only 75 meters. Yeah, that's it. Alright. Well, I'm going to try to kill this enemy lord, and then succeed or fail. I will meet everybody back at the post-battle loot screen. Alright. Got ourselves another terrifying Mask of E. I believe Lucky is already wearing one of those. Let's go ahead and... I think, once again, we're probably going to want to take the replenishment. Although, we don't have another battle that's imminent, so maybe we can get away with not doing that. We could go with the money, or we could go with the XP. Let's take the money. I think at this point we probably need every little bit of money we can get our hands on. Oh, Grimgor got the terrifying Mask of E. The question is, does Grimgor already cause fear? I would have thought he did. Idol Carva, we'll take it. Okay. Now, we currently have no enemies, but what we really need to do more than anything else is kind of get in position for our next war. It looks like Blizzard Peak, I presume, or I should say, which faction is it that has Blizzard Peak? Dolgan here, they are a vassal of Kolek. So as long as we're on good terms with Kolek, we should be okay with them. Kolek does kind of have his hands full. He's at war with Tamarkand now. Definitely our biggest concern is Astragoth. No question. Astragoth is up to 4 settlements now. Okay. So we need to get ourselves in a position to deal with Astragoth, which means right up here, Icebuer, certainly the Tusk Sons here. Are you fighting Astragoth yet? No, you are not. You're probably going to get wiped out by Kolek. I tell you what would be really nice, although I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think Kolek ever really comes over here to take this. But if we can get Astragoth and Kolek to share a border, maybe there's a chance the two of them will go to war with one another. But either way, we'll start preparing for a war with Astragoth ourselves. I just want to verify here. Yeah, the Terrifying Mask of E. We now do have 2 of those. And Grimgor, if I take it off of him, he does not cause fear. Okay. Maybe he will later on with a skill or something. Okay, so, and then this Idol Kava. Let's give that...
Ready. Let's go.
To you, okay. You get a skill up here. Let's, Lucky, let's give you Gutter Fighter.
Yeah, what?
Thogret, you get Hard to Hit. Kadira, you get Hard to Hit. And Mugadoyle, you get Hard to Hit. And now we're not exactly what I would call strong, but the fact that we have 5 characters in this army makes it reasonably strong for an early game army. However, what we really want to do is get up to 20 here and stack as many units as we can into this army as well for the WA when that happens. So what we'll do, I'm going to take these goblins out. I'm going to leave the Doom Diver and Lucky to Ruffy in Grimgor's army for now. You know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to take those ogres out. How expensive are those ogres?
Never loses.
144 and 170. If they're more, yeah, they are actually more expensive to maintain than our biggins. And surely our biggins are better than ogre bulls when they're in Grimgor's army. So I think at this point, I'm going to go, actually, I'm not going to disband them yet. I'm going to put them in Ragnar's army. Grimgor, you keep heading up this way and do some recruiting. So at this point, we want a couple of archers and we'll take another Orc Biggin unit. Or would we rather have spears? I don't think fighting the Chaos Dwarfs were desperately in need of anti-large yet. So we'll go with the regular old sword and shield. Okay, so then Ragnar, I'm going to move you in march stance and get you up ahead. You're getting a tiny little bit of replenishment, but not very much. Grimgor, you are doing a little bit better with replenishment, but we look like we are 4 turns away from being back up to full. Our public order situation looks okay for now. I'm going to actually, I think, demolish this growth building. I don't have enough money to pay for the upgrading anyway, so there's not a desperate need to increase our growth. Okay, I think we're good with all of that. I'm going to go ahead and here at Gorger Rock, I will go ahead and build the heap of shiny stuff. Black Fang is going to be at 100% next turn, and Karak Vrag is already at 50%. Public order will slowly start improving here. That'll help our income out a bit. I think we're okay. I think we're doing okay here. Research available. I think what we'll do... Let's go orc units for now. Check our diplomacy. Saberskin, yeah, I'm sure they're at war with Astrogoth. Unless they pay us a ton of money, I'm not going to do this. No, they're not paying us a ton of money. Okay. I think we have time for another intern here. Yes, we do. Let's go ahead and do it. Okay, Saberskin are destroyed. The Savage Blow. I wonder if that's still bugged. Demolition complete on the growth building there, and our units are recruited. We should be 1 turn away, I believe, from having access to the Giant River Troll Hag. Yep. Okay. Now, what am I going to do? If I do this, I can recruit the troll. I'm sorry, the Orc Shaman. I cannot recruit either Night Goblin Shaman or Goblin Shaman or Savage Orc Shaman. Just the Orc Shaman. Okay, that's fine. But we definitely are going to want one of those. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And so if we do that, that actually means Grimgor is going to have room... I need to save room in his army is what I should say for both the Giant River Troll Hag and the Orc Shaman. So we're going to leave Grimgor here at 18. We are at reputation right now of 87.
Here we go.
Ice Spewer right now is
That's what more
still greenskin controlled. Ragnar, one of your archers is at full ammo, the other one is almost at full. I don't think I want to do any more recruiting.
Get some.
Because our money situation is still fairly dire here. So I'll go ahead and move you into the settlement just for the replenishment and the little bitty bit of military presence here, but our public order's fine. And Grimgor, you're multiple turns away from being replenished, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to start raiding up here and just honestly wait for an opportunity to do something to Astrogoth. Now here's the question. Is it possible Astrogoth would come down this way? It probably is possible. Well, we're going to worry about that later. But what that might mean is we might want to build a garrison building here in Eagle Eyries, or even in Black Fang. Well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Okay, I think we'll go ahead and do one more in turn. I'm gonna leave all of this. We're gonna do one more in turn. I will recruit the Giant River Troll Hag and start the demolishing of that building then. I cannot afford to level up that one. It's fine. Don't think there's any reason probably to check the diplomacy out, so let's just go ahead and do the intern. Okay, it does look like the Dolgan tribe there is going to attack the Tusk Sons. Okay, for 3,000 gold or teeth or whatever, we could grant this request. 3 turns of plus 10 Chaos Undivided. I'm going to take it. I don't really care too much about the Chaos Undivided corruption right now. And I could use the money. The hero becomes a legend. We need 2 more victories for that. Now, Grimgor, we're going to move you to here. And we're going to do some raiding. You're not getting replenishment here. That's unfortunate. I was really hoping that raiding in enemy territory would give us replenishment. It's okay. I can live with it. We are going to take Lucky to Ruffy and move him up this way. What I really need to do is find where Astrogoth is. And then we're going to recruit a Giant River Troll Hag here. Mushroom Addicted. Upkeep for Goblin and Night Goblin units. Not great for Grimgor. Intelligent could be good, and Disciplined could be good as well. I'm going to go Disciplined, actually. Yeah, let's go Disciplined. And now, you are the one who should have the Pigeon Plucker Pendant. Okay. And then with our... Oh, I need to name you. So, your name shall be... Nobody's going to... I'm going to assume nobody wants to be a Giant River Troll Hag, so never mind. Alright, let's go ahead and demolish then this building. And we'll upgrade this building. And then Ragnar, I'm going to move you. Where do I want to move you? I'm just wondering what's the more likely destination to get attacked if they come from the west. I'm going to assume Eagle Eyries, so we're going to move you towards Eagle Eyries. Now, if they come in force, he by himself is not going to be able to stand up to them. So I would like to get some more recruiting done for him. But for now, I think this is a good place to wrap up this third episode. We're going to try to find Astragoth, and that way we'll know which way he's coming and react to it. Or alternatively, you know, we might possibly be in a position to attack him. But if this ends up being taken over by the Norskins, which...
Now's the time.
Look at all... Well, at least we now know that the AI will indeed recruit the Snotling Swarm. Based on what I'm seeing here, I would have to say that even though the Greenskins have more units over here, I would say the advantage in a battle between these armies is probably in favor of the Norskins here, although maybe not enough to take that settlement as well. Anyway, we're going to keep an eye over here with Lucky. We're going to find where Astragoth is. We're going to prepare to go to war with him, and if he declares war on us first, we'll know which way he's coming at least. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it there for now, and yep, I think so. Thanks everybody so much for watching. I will see you all in the next episode.